Top healthy food recipes that are rich in potassium. Potassium is a very vital mineral that the body needs for various purposes. Food has to be a major source since the human body doesn't naturally produce it. The unfortunate aspect is that most Americans usually don't have access to foods rich in potassium which they can consume. In a survey carried out, it was discovered that the percentage of Americans who are able to meet the requirements for the intake of potassium is 3%. The major reason for this is shortage of vegetables and fruits in the standard Western diet. They usually don't stick to healthy food recipes. In a country such as US, it is recommended that 4,700 milligrams of potassium should be consumed on a daily basis. Although this level seems to be higher than what applies in other countries, it has been largely beneficial in lots of regards. High consumption of potassium seems to be very helpful when it comes to heart and bone health. Also, it can help in cases related to high blood pressure, stroke, and can decrease the chances of a heart disease occurring. Below are 14 foods rich in potassium which you can consume today. Potatoes as well as sweet potatoes. White potatoes aren't always seen as vegetables with lots of nutrients. However, they have been discovered to be one of the richest sources of potassium. A baked potato of about 299 grams will contain 37% RDI. Majority of the potassium that you will find in potato is in its flesh. However, the skin has about 1/3 potassium. Due to this, you will get more potassium once the peels are consumed as well. Sweet potatoes also contain high amount of potassium. A sweet potato of around 180 grams can provide an RDI of about 18%. Sweet potatoes and potatoes aren't only great when it comes to providing potassium. This is because they can also function as source of manganese, vitamin B6 and vitamin C. 3.5 ounces 100 grams of sweet potatoes will provide about 4x the RDI of vitamin A. Summary: potatoes and sweet potatoes are great sources of potassium. The RDI provided by large potato that is baked is about 18% while that of sweet potato is 34%. Parsnips. These are root vegetables, white, which look like carrots. The amount of RDI that 1 cup, about 156 grams, of parsnips can provide is about 12%. Similarly, the amount of potassium that it can produce is 572 milligrams. Parsnips do contain high amount of folate and vitamin C. These are important for tissue and skin health, prevention of birth defects and cell division. Also, it contains soluble fiber which can help in ensuring that cholesterol levels are reduced. Summary: parsnips are very good when it comes to producing potassium. For every cup, 156 grams, the RDI produced is 17%. Also, they produce soluble fiber, folate and vitamin C. They are one of the most effective healthy food recipes. Swiss chard. This is a green vegetable, leafy, with yellow or red stalks. It contains lots of nutrients. A cup of Swiss chard, 175 grams, that is cooked contains an RDI of about 21%. Also, the RDI for vitamin A is about 214%, vitamin K's RDI is 716%. It also contains high amount of vitamin C, fiber, manganese, magnesium, and iron. Just like spinach, Swiss chard does contain plant compounds that are healthy which ensure that your cells are protected. This is definitely one of the foods rich in potassium that you can try out today. Summary: Swiss chard contains lots of nutrients. The potassium RDI for a cup, 175 grams, is about 21%. Oranges and orange juice. Citrus fruits such as orange have been known to be very good sources of vitamin C. However, they also contain high amount of potassium. The potassium RDI that a cup of orange juice provides is about 11%. This also contains antioxidants, thiamine, vitamin A and folate. It has been researched and discovered that those who take orange juice always have diets that are healthier. Also, they aren't prone to obesity and usually don't suffer from metabolic syndrome. Due to the high amount of antioxidants which orange juice and orange contains, free radicals, heart disease and inflammation can be combated. Also, when orange juice is consumed alongside vitamin D and calcium, there will be improved bone health. However, it should be noted that orange juice seems to contain more sugar and also less fiber content as compared to whole oranges. This is why focusing on whole fruits is much better than juice. This is because it will prove to be a very good source of minerals and vitamins. Anytime you are taking orange juice, ensure that it is purely juice. Summary: oranges do contain high amount of potassium. They provide an RDI of 11%. Orange juice and oranges contain minerals, vitamins and also antioxidants. Avocados. Avocados are very unique, tasty and nutritious. They contain lots of monounsaturated fats, heart healthy and have very high fiber, vitamin C, pantothenic acid, folate, vitamin B6, vitamin K and antioxidants content. Also, they have high amount of potassium. An avocado that is medium-sized can provide potassium RDI of 20%. Due to the high amount of healthy fats, fiber content and antioxidants, it can have some wonderful health benefits. Researchers have proven that avocados can help in cases related to weight management, metabolic syndrome and heart health. The consumption of avocados can be traced to quality diet, lowered body weight, waist circumference and BMI. Your nutrient needs can be met by avocados due to its high amount of potassium. Clams. Clams do contain plenty of potassium. Clams that weigh 3.5 ounce 100 grams will provide potassium RDI of 18%. They also contain other nutrients. When served once, they can provide almost 100% RDI for selenium. Clams also contain protein which makes them a perfect source of omega-3 fats. This makes it very important in the provision of various health benefits like combating of inflammation and some other diseases. Summary: 3.5 ounce of clams can provide RDI of 18%. Also, it contains B12, selenium and iron. Coconut water. This is increasingly becoming very popular as one of the most effective health drinks. Not only is it nutty and sweet but also contains low content of sugar. Furthermore, it contains lots of electrolytes. An electrolyte is needed in the body to maintain pH balance, hydration, muscle, and proper nerve function. Potassium happens to be one of such electrolytes. Consuming a cup of coconut water 240 grams is going to produce about 600 milligrams potassium which is 13% RDI. The high amount of electrolytes in coconut water ensures that it is perfect to be taken after exercising. Lots of studies have been able to show that coconut water seems to be more effective when compared to water. It can function as a sport drink that will get participants rehydrated. 2 studies have shown that it can help in relieving nausea or stomach upset. However, a 3rd study carried showed that it could contribute to stomach upset and bloating. Summary: coconut water contains high amount of electrolytes. These are vital to help the body maintain its pH balance. A cup containing coconut water measured at 249 grams can produce potassium RDI of 13%. White beans. Lentils and beans have been discovered to produce lots of potassium. White beans seem to be amongst the very best. The amount of potassium that you can get from a cup is about 829 milligrams. In grams and RDI, this is about 179 and 17% respectively. White beans do contain high amount of manganese, magnesium, iron, folate, and thiamine. The amount of fiber in white beans is 18.6 grams. The RDI is about 75%. Also, when it comes to plant-based protein, they seem to be a very good option. The high antioxidant and fiber content which beans contain can help to improve colon health, decreasing inflammation, reducing risks of someone suffering from diabetes and heart disease. A study was carried out on about 25,000 individuals, and it was discovered that when the consumption of potassium is increased on a daily basis by 1,640 mg RDI of 35%, stroke will reduce by over 20%. Summary. Lentils and beans are great sources through which potassium can be gotten. A cup of white beans can produce an RDI of 18%. Also, they do contain lots of minerals, proteins, vitamins and fiber. Beets. These are deep red root vegetables. Their flavor is naturally sweet. The amount of potassium that you can get from a cup of beets, 170 grams, is 518 milligrams or an RDI of 11%. If you are looking for a healthy food to eat, beets tick all the boxes. Beets also contain lots of manganese and folate. Furthermore, they have got pigments which give them very perfect color. This can function as antioxidant, thereby helping to combat inflammation and oxidative damage. Beets also contain lots of nitrates, thereby enhancing blood vessel function, exercise performance and high blood pressure. Blood vessel function can be improved by beets through the potassium which it contains. The same can be said of reducing the risk of suffering from heart disease. Summary. Beets do contain lots of potassium. For every cup, 170 grams, it can produce an RDI of 11%. Also, they contain nitrates and antioxidants, thereby increasing their health benefits. Spinach. Spinach is a vegetable that contains lots of nutrients. A cup of spinach that is cooked, 189 grams, can provide an RDI of about 18%. It also ensures the provision of about 4x vitamin A's RDI, 10 times for vitamin K. The RDI for manganese and calcium are 90% and 30% respectively. These are vital nutrients for immune system, bone health, vision health and metabolism. Leafy green vegetables such as spinach do contain high amount of antioxidants. In a study carried out on 7 women, they consumed a drink which contains spinach of 294 grams. Within a period of 24 hours, their antioxidant capacity got increased by 30%. Summary. Spinach isn't only nutritious but contains high amount of potassium. The RDI that a cup of spinach, 180 grams, can provide is about 18%. There are other important minerals that it also provides. Tomato sauce. Tomato products have been discovered to contain lots of potassium. A cup of tomato sauce, 244 grams, contains 17% of potassium RDI. Tomatoes also contain other minerals and vitamins. These could be copper, vitamin B6, A, E and C. It is a healthy food to eat. Also, tomatoes have beneficial compounds such as lycopene. This will not only help in combating inflammation but also reduce the chances of someone suffering from prostate cancer. A study was carried out on some persons with metabolic syndrome. They drank tomato juice, about 11 ounces, for a period of 2 months, 4 times on weekly basis. It showed significant improvement in inflammation, insulin resistance, and blood vessel dysfunction. Also, the participants experienced a little increase and decrease in good HDL cholesterol and bad LDL respectively. The benefits that lycopene and potassium provide in reducing the chances of heart disease have made tomatoes very important. Summary. Tomato sauce and tomatoes are healthy food to eat which contain lots of minerals and vitamins. A cup of tomato sauce, 244 grams, can provide potassium RDI of 17%. Bananas. Bananas have been known to be very rich in potassium. A banana that is medium-sized does contain about 422 milligrams. This is also potassium RDI of 12%. It is very rich in antioxidants, fiber, magnesium, manganese, vitamin B6, and vitamin C. Although bananas are amongst the foods rich in potassium, the ripe ones contain high amount of sugar. Green bananas contain less sugar though. Also, they are always high when it comes to resistant starch. This can help in the controlling of blood sugar and improvement of gut health. Green banana or banana flakes are also very effective in treatment of diarrhea. Banana is natural and convenient, which makes it very perfect for getting your potassium intake increased. Summary: bananas are rich in potassium. A banana that is medium size can provide potassium RDI of 12%. Yogurt. This is a healthy food to eat as it has proven to be a major source of calcium, potassium and riboflavin. A cup of yogurt 245 grams can produce potassium RDI of 11%. Due to the fermented nature of yogurt, it usually contains bacteria which gut health can benefit from. There are proofs that it can also help in weight maintenance and appetite control. Anytime you plan to buy yogurt, plain variety is what you should aim for. This is because those ones that are fruit flavored do contain high amount of sugar. In case the plain one is too tart, then you can make use of fresh fruits to act as sweeteners. Honey can also help for this purpose. Summary: potassium RDI of 11% is what a cup of yogurt 245 grams will produce. It also has beneficial bacteria. However, ensure to steer clear of those ones that contain sugar. Salmon. Salmon is a food that is highly nutritious. It is very rich in protein and omega-3 fats. Also, it has been discovered to contain high amount of minerals, with potassium included, and vitamins. Half of one fillet salmon can provide potassium of 683 milligrams. This is an RDI of 15%. A diet that contains high amount of fatty fish has been discovered to have lots of health benefits. One of the most popular amongst them is having the risk of heart disease decreased to a great extent. Various studies have shown that when fatty fish 15 ounces is consumed on a daily basis, the chances of dying as a result of heart disease will be reduced. Also, its high content of potassium makes it helpful in enabling the heart to be in very perfect condition. A study was carried out on about 2,000 veterans, and it was discovered that those who consumed salt enriched with potassium had reduced death rate from heart-related disease. Also, they weren't spending much in order to keep their hearts in the best of health conditions. Summary: half of one fillet containing salmon 178 grams has RDI potassium of 15% and also high amount of protein, omega-3 fatty and vitamins. The bottom line: majority of Americans usually fall short of the recommended potassium intake. This makes them prone to various health challenges. Foods that have been listed above are the best sources through which potassium can be gotten from. They are healthy food recipes that you can try out today. Trying to focus on whole foods like legumes, dairy, vegetables, and fruits is a delicious and healthy way to get potassium included in your diet. Your system really needs foods rich in potassium.